finally did it. I found a Porsche 911 C4S. It's a car that I've been dreaming about. I've wanted to upgrade. I've had two other 911s. I had a 2001 C4 convertible cabriolet, and then I bought a 2003 C2, which is two-wheel drive convertible. Love both the cars, but I've since sold them, and since then I've had a 968, a really great 968, and I finally sold that, and I pulled the trigger on this 2002 C4S. And the S model just means that it's pretty much a turbo without being the turbo, except that the engine's different. Of course, it's the same flat six motor that the base Carrera has. It doesn't have the Metzger engine, which alleviates the issue of having any IMS bearing problems. But I found this one very well sorted. IMS has been done, has 47,000 miles, and I actually bought it from a kind of a famous race car driver, Dick Barber. A guy who's done Le Mans and things like that in the 70s and 80s, I think. And actually, he raced with Paul Newman, I think, back in the day. Anyway, super nice guy. Had a little place in Oakwood, Georgia, and this was a friend of his car from San Diego. So I bought it from him, and anyway, I'm enjoying it. I put about 200 miles on it since I picked it up, and I'm taking it to the North Georgia mountains for a little workout. I've really not gotten to drive it so much, and I'm going to drive up to Dahlonega, have some lunch, and then maybe cut up some roads on the way home. Anyway, that's my plan. One of the great things about these cars is the styling, especially the C4S. The turbo looks fine, and it really looks awesome that it's got the air intakes above the front fender for the turbos. But the C4S has the same turbo body, same dimensions totally. It has the same brakes, it has the same wheel size, it's a little bit longer than a base, same air intakes in the front of the car, without the turbos. So you don't need the openings on the fenders, obviously. But what sets this car apart from the turbo car is the red reflector strip on the back side of the car. It looks fantastic. Arguably, probably the nicest looking Porsche from the rear today, I think. However, I think the 928 would give it a run for its money. I think the 928 is such a fantastic looking car. And in fact, I'm looking for one, so I might have one soon. Right. It always happens. I get up here and I start driving these roads and I get behind a Subaru Outback. Oh, great, they're pulling over. Awesome. Perfect. Yay. Wow. I am loving this car. My C2 was really great. And the C4 was really great, but they were base models, and I'm really feeling the difference in the braking, and the much larger tires are nice too. I don't know these roads well enough to really go, but well, the good news is there hasn't been a lot of snow or ice up here yet, so the roads aren't covered with pea gravel and stuff like that, salt to kick up on your car and chip up paint. Wow. When I bought this car, they had pretty old tires on it, and so I just got them replaced. So these are brand new tires. This is actually the first trip, other than home from the tire store, that I've taken on them. I put Sumitomos on them. I know they're not super great tires. I wanted Michelin's, but they're a little bit pricey right now. And the guy that I bought the car from was flipping the bill. So he was not willing to flip for a $1,500 set of tires, but he would do these. So I thought, oh, I'll take these and I'll wear them out, and then I'll put my own Michelin's on. I thought it was worth it. Oh, here we go. Now I'm stuck behind a bunch of trucks. Wow, what a gorgeous day to drive. This is awesome. This car just sticks. It feels so great. The other cars were nice, the base models, but wow, I really feel a difference. And there is a noticeable difference too between a C2 and a C4. I think that up to 40% of the pull from the motor is transferred to the front when needed, which really saves your butt, especially cornering. So you don't really feel like you're going to get in too much trouble. Now, I've had cars that didn't have traction control and all that. Like I had a Z06 Corvette that had lots of traction control, and it would save you. As soon as you turned that thing off, it was really amazing how sketchy it all felt. I'm going to have to pull over again and let these cars go for a bit. And I still think that these cars are a super value right now. the 996 cars, people are afraid of them because of the IMS situation, and just get it fixed. I mean, there's so many companies out there doing replacement setups that are either a permanent fix with a direct oil feed, or just simply replacing the bearing with a double row bearing, which is much more stout, and it's serviceable. When you do your clutch, you simply change the bearing. A lot of people freak out still about the headlights, but I think what's happening, I've always liked them. I just think they look better than the simple round headlight. I like them. Oh boy, here's a good one. So yeah, I mean, I enjoy the drive. I mean, it's a Porsche. It drives great, and they're so well made. If you maintain the car, do the scheduled maintenance when you're supposed to, this thing will not let you down. Now this car is my, let's see, my fifth Porsche, I think. Yes, my fifth. I was dating a girl in Birmingham, Alabama, who drove a Porsche. She had a nice Cayenne. It was a Cayenne diesel, and I thought, nah, it's just an SUV. I'd really never even looked at Porsche, just because I really just didn't look at them. They weren't a thing for me. I grew up in the Midwest, and everything was muscle car, so I grew up with a lot of Corvettes. I've owned Vipers, muscle car Camaros, and old Vettes, and even newer Vettes, Z06s and the like. And she let me drive her Porsche, and wow, I was so impressed with that Cayenne diesel. Even the diesel was quick, that I said, I've got to get one. I mean, just going through a divorce and really needing what I would call a dating car, I went out and bought a Cayman, only because it was reasonably priced, and I didn't want to throw a lot of money at a 911 yet, because I just wanted to figure out whether or not I liked the car. And I bought a 2008 Cayman base, and wow, what a really fantastic car with the balance, almost 50-50, and it was just a great driving car. I knew nothing about IMS bearings or anything like that. I just bought it, didn't care, didn't even ask the question, and I bought it, and I drove it for a little bit, and what I decided was I wanted a 911. I wanted to go a little bit faster, and so I bought the C4 car, and I drove a couple of turbo cars, and yeah, they were nice, but the turbo lag sort of got me a little bit. I was not impressed with the lag factor. I know they're fast cars, and they appreciate a little bit more than this car will, but I opted for the wide body. I just like the look, and so far, this is a really great car. I think I'll keep this one a little while. Yeah, I say that every time, and then I end up moving it along and doing something different. But I'm going to enjoy this while I have it, and hope you enjoyed the little drive. Please like and subscribe, please. More videos to come. I know there's been a little lag time in my last video. My mom passed, and a couple of other things going on. Life happens, and ready to get back to it. Anyway, take care.